Welcome, welcome, welcome. Testing one, two, three. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to start this thing, at least get it started, and we'll be waiting on the host of this show, the Baddest Sports Show podcast. Um, our apologies for not starting on time. A lot of us are dealing with trying to get home. We're dealing with work, so some of us have not gotten to, just getting off of work. So our apologies for not being on time. Okay, so y'all just give us a couple of seconds. We will be on. Y'all just give us a little bit more time. We will be on. Hopefully, I'm waiting on the host of the Baddest Sports Show podcast. I am the co-host of the Baddest Sports Show podcast. We're talking New Orleans Saints tonight. I'm just trying to get in a good area. We'll be there in a few seconds. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Please excuse me if you hear background. I am riding in my truck. I got my headsets on, and we are still waiting for the guys to be able to come on the show. I will be pulling over in 2 seconds. Just give me a couple of seconds. We will be pulling over. This is the Baddest Sports Show podcast. We got two games, important games going on tonight. We have the New Orleans Saints playing the Los Angeles Rams, and you also have the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's an all New Orleans night, an all New Orleans affair. Uh, I kind of just like when they put both of the games on at the same time. I kind of think that's disrespectful to the Saints and the Pelicans. So that part I just don't like. Okay, but uh, so just have your televisions ready because you could be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, um, give me 1 second because I'm pulling over as we speak, and I'll be waiting for the host of the Bad Sports Show podcast to be coming in a few. He'll be coming in and he'll take over, and then I'll keep on doing what I'm doing. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, welcome. It's um it's a beautiful night. I'm in Florida. It's a beautiful night to talk about the Saints, your New Orleans Saints, your New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, or so we gonna and it's a great time. I haven't seen Keandra in a minute. I thought she gave up on us. We didn't see you in a while, so um, it's great to see you, young lady. We always this has always been a safe haven for even our lady content creators who's out here. So I'm just ecstatic to see you in the chat. I'm so I mean on the panel. If you can't see me well, it's probably because I'm in the truck. Okay. But how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Man, we got a night. We got a night to I mean, this is very important. I talked about I understand what happened in the beginning of the season, how we looked in the beginning of the season. We didn't even look like we would even be competing. But I think the whole idea for this football team is to go on a hot streak and go into the playoffs as a hot team. And I think if they can win this game tonight, they will be able to go in and be what we want them to be. And I just think that I don't know what it is, but the last couple of weeks, Derek Carr seems to be getting it. He seems to be with the Bulls. I think the Bulls was a bit of a motivating thing. I think that the fans pretty much gotten ahead of Derek Carr, and I think that sometimes it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's not a bad thing because some people take booing and they take that as inspiration. And I just think your old boy taking that as inspiration. He's not taking it as disrespect for the fans. However, whatever you need to motivate you to play better, I think that's good for Derek Carr. So, what do you think about that?
I'm with it. I was along with the home crowd. I was on my sofa booing just as loud as they were because I was like, I wish I was at the stadium and you could add my boo to the crowd because what we were watching on TV was ridiculous. Everett, it was a waste of 3 hours on Sunday afternoons. So it's like I'm disappointed because it took all the way to week 15, week 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? To get some consistency, but today we're going to see how consistent he is, or how the team operates today. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they operate against the Buccaneers. That's going to say a lot as well. Um,
I'm
so we'll see.
I'm just focused on today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna think about the Buccaneers next week. I think that it's more important for us to win this game, the Buccaneers will be our last drive. Okay,
right,
we lose against the Buccaneers, we're not gonna win the division.
right.
But this game here can at least get you an opportunity to even get a wild card. So that's the
Hmm.
reason why I say that this is the more important. This game here is more important than next week if we take care of business. We take care of
Hmm.
business, and then we can worry about Tampa Bay and Atlanta at the end. And I just think that the Saints have not, let's one thing about Dennis Allen, and we can talk about this. Dennis Allen last year around this time he was 5-9, and he
Hmm.
went on a 3-game winning streak and almost luckily backed into the playoffs. So, if you remember, it was the Cleveland Browns, and they just started and they won the last 3 games, and they had an opportunity to back into it, but they didn't do it. So now you have an opportunity. If I'm the Saints, you have that opportunity. And I think what we need to focus more on is Alvin Kamara. I think Alvin Kamara against the Rams, he just has whatever it is when he plays the Rams, he has some of his best games
That's
against the
true.
Rams. And I
That is
think
true.
that we got to use him in the screen game because Aaron Donald, or when you think about Aaron Donald, this is not the same Rams defense that was over 2 years ago. It's just Aaron Donald and nobody else. Okay, so I think that if you get that pressure from Aaron Donald in that pass rush, we looking for Pete Carmichael to do the screen game to Alvin
Hmm.
Kamara. Use the ball the screen game, and if you
Hmm.
give not by not having Ryan Ramczyk today, I think that we got to focus more because of the fact that we don't have Ryan Ramczyk. Landon Young did pretty good in replacing him last week,
Hmm.
and it was like he didn't miss a beat. So
Right.
if I'm the Saints, which I noticed they use three tight ends. They go
Hmm.
back to that three tight end set.
Right.
Jawan
Hmm.
Johnson, Jimmy Graham, and the other big fella. You got to use these tight ends. We paid a lot of money on them, and we
Right.
also got Chris Olave back. Everybody's
Hmm.
picking against the Saints today. I went around, checked every analyst picked against the Saints. That gives me a good feeling because
Hmm.
every time the Saints are the underdogs, and guess what color they're wearing, Kendra? They're wearing the color rush, and the Saints are
Oh,
9-5 with the color rush scheme.
oh,
So
cool.
yeah, so this is just one of them nights where I just feel like, okay, you know what they I hated the fact that Dennis Allen was going against the fans, like trying to use the fans as a whipping stick, like that me against the world type of shit.
Well, what does he expect,
Well,
though?
whatever. But let me tell you something. If that works, go for it.
Right.
It don't matter what we think. It don't
Mm.
matter what we think. We can boo, we can holler, we can scream. Prove us wrong.
Right.
And that's what I want to see out of Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. Prove us
Mm.
wrong. We
Mm.
won't boo your ass if it's a I was
Yeah,
in I was in the dome.
exactly.
I was just in the dome against the Giants. And when they were playing well, nobody booed Derek Carr. When they were
Yeah.
playing well, nobody booed Dennis Allen. So
Mm.
just prove us wrong.
Right. Exactly. But
What
that's
is
the
your
thing,
keys?
like, I mean, it's too easy. It's not rocket science. You perform well, you get cheers, and you get the love of the city. You perform terribly, you get boos. And you know what I'm
It's
saying?
just
We
that
we
simple.
right. This ain't your 1980, 1990, whatever Saints fans. We gonna let you know how we feel. We gonna show you we disapprove. So if you don't like hearing it, you better come with it. That's all I got to say.
but Key, let me tell you something, Key Andrew. Let me tell you something.
Hmm.
This is what a thing I think what people don't understand. I think we probably went a little bit overboard with the Saints. I mean, we acting like we the Panthers. Let's just be honest. Come on now. I mean, 2 victories by the Panthers, 12. I mean, we act like we the worst football team in the NFL. And right now, the Saints are in the mix with a bunch of 7-7 teams. And I mean even y'all boy wonder of the world, Sean Payton is 7-7. So
Yeah.
I mean, we really acting like this team is so bad when I don't. I just think that they maybe for the last 2 weeks, maybe they found themselves. Maybe it's a possibility that they found themselves.
Hmm.
Maybe, maybe just maybe. And I'm just hoping that that's what's going on with the New Orleans Saints. That what happened last week, because we were in the dome, my son and I were there, and we seen a different energy up in that dome. And the last, I'm just think about this,
Mm.
Kendra. The Saints won 28-6 to Carolina. They won
Right.
26 to 6. They have not gave up a touchdown in the last 2 weeks. Does
Right.
that mean
Hmm.
something? Now, don't tell me that's the Carolina Panthers. Don't tell me that's the Giants. Carolina beat Atlanta. Don't tell me that these are bad football teams and all this other stuff. The Giants beat good football teams. Okay? So don't tell
Hmm.
me there was on a 3-game DeVito was on a 3-game winning streak before we beat them. So don't give me that excuse. All this and Debbie Down. The Saints win. You only. It's not the Saints' fault what the schedule is. You play what
Hmm.
the schedule is. I'm not
Yeah.
apologizing for the Saints beating bad teams.
Hmm.
Today is not a bad football team. So we got the host
Right.
in here. I'm gonna give it to him so I can keep riding. I'm glad he showed up.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was sitting there listening to that dad. That was a good rah rah speech. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real. Um, Nobody is sitting there getting excited after beating the doggone Giants. Tonight is the night that the Saints have to prove that they can beat winning football teams. Okay, tonight is your chance, Dennis Allen. Tonight is your
Well, you
chance,
said
Pete
you said you
Carmichael.
just said you just said beat winning football team. All right, the Indianapolis Colts were 8-6. They're 8-6 right now, and then you're playing a 7-7 team. This is not a winning football team neither. Okay, we're both average football teams. We're supposed to be the average football team. We're an average football team, and the Rams are an average football team. Let's not act like the Rams are a winning
Compare
football team.
compare the Rams against the Colts. I'd take the Rams over the Colts any day.
Well, I mean, record don't say that. They're 8-6.
And
The
I'm just
Colts.
telling
If
you.
you want to say, if we gotta stop saying that the Saints didn't beat a winning team. They did beat a winning team.
I'm just gonna tell you that the Saints were supposed to beat the Giants, and the
Well,
Saints
I
were
believe we're
supposed
supposed to
to.
beat the Rams. I believe we should beat the Rams. I believe that we should not lose a game from here on out. I believe that this team, talent wise, is better. This is not the Rams of 2 years ago. As far as defensively, shout out to Jeff Ford. This is not the Rams of 2 years ago.
But they
If you look at the
still
Rams, if you
they
look at the Rams defense, this is not the Rams.
Okay, but look, they still have
We
Aaron
should beat
Donald.
this team.
They still have Matthew Stafford. They still have Cooper Cup. They still have they have a lot of great weapons on that offense. I'm
Okay,
just telling you, right? They
you
have
just named, but
they have
that's the you just named. you name offensive players. You didn't name no
I
defensive
just
players other than
named Aaron Donald.
you
I
just
just named
that's
Aaron
it.
Donald.
That's it. So
Okay.
we should beat this football team. There's no way in the world I'm going to come in this game and come with this kind of energy that we should not win this football game. Every analyst got us to lose this game, which is cool with me because I like it like that. And I think that the Saints don't tell me about that we play soft teams because I believe that the Rams are a soft team. I believe that these next three new two games of the season are soft teams. The Saints got to win this game tonight.
Well, I'm
Got to
not
win this
taking the
game tonight.
Rams. I'm not taking the Rams lightly. I'm not gonna
I'm
call
not
them a
taking
light
them
team.
lightly. We're on the road. I'm
I'm
not taking them lightly.
I'm not gonna call them a light team. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a team that
I got respect for the
if we
Rams.
the Rams are a team. If we go into the playoffs, that's the kind of team you're gonna expect to see. So that this game is gonna tell me a lot going forward about the Saints. If we win this football game, yeah, we need to go ahead and get into these playoffs. If we lose this
Right,
game,
right.
let it go.
Let
Just
it
let it
go.
go.
I'm with that.
I'm
I
just saying.
agree.
It all depends on how they lose this game because basically you can't let it go because you're going next week to play Tampa. So you basically can still win the division. I understand what you're saying because you got to remember Tampa Bay is playing Jacksonville Jaguars. So if Jaguars beat Tampa Bay, with the division is still in hand for the Saints. So you can't say let nothing go until
I'm
until the
I'm saying
mathematically
I,
until
I'm
mathematically they don't have a chance.
I'm saying let it go because if we can't beat the Rams, then how do you expect to
But that,
beat a
but the
first round
Rams,
playoff
but
team?
Exactly.
but let me tell you something. You're talking from a fan point of view. If you're gonna sit there and say that if this game came down to the end, the Saints fought and the Rams fought and the Saints were playing well, they lose this football game, they go back and win the next two games. You cannot say don't play for these next two games. That's ridiculous. I don't know what coach gonna
Look,
quit after when the division is so bad and you can win this division.
like I said, my mindset
This is the
going
NFL.
into this game
Well,
tonight.
your
I
mindset is piss poor.
Well,
I'm
look,
sorry to say.
you can say that all you want. I don't agree with your mindset. I believe your mindset is piss poor as well. I believe that if you don't beat this team tonight, you don't stand a chance in the playoffs. That's what it is, straight up.
Well, but
Okay,
I don't see it like that because
so
you can say we can go back in history and we can talk about since you want to go there, but tell that to the Seattle Seahawks who beat a Saints team who is 11-5 and the Seattle Seahawks was 7-9.
you
Tell
can
that
keep
to the
you can keep
tell that
making
to
this comparison.
hold up now, hold
You
up
can
now,
keep
now
making. You made that comparison all
hold
season
up,
long.
hold up now. No, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk because if the Saints get into the play and if the Saints go 9-8 and they get into the playoffs with a 9-8, because that can still happen. That would be a winning record. The Saints go 9-8. You got to remember the Giants, the same Giants team that was 9-7 and went all the way to the Super Bowl. You never tell your team to quit. That's ridiculous.
Like I said,
There are
and this
multiple
this is this
scenarios
is
where teams 9-8 is could get you in the playoffs, even if the Saints lose tonight.
like I said. I'm having a different mindset with these things.
I understand what you're
Like
gonna say, but you're
I'm not.
talking like you're talking like I talk with the Pelicans. I
No,
understand. You're trying
well,
to bring a Debbie down. I understand what you're doing.
well.
I
Look,
understand.
if,
But whether it works or
if you're
not,
gonna talk
right,
crazy about the
right,
Pels, let
right,
me talk crazy
whether
about the
it
Saints.
works, whether it works or not, it is what it is. Look, are you the whole bottom line is the Saints are not favored to win this football game. So
Okay,
the way you're talking is we're not going to win this football game.
I didn't say that we wasn't gonna win this football
We're
game.
not favored to win this football game.
I
We're
said
on
out
the
of my
road,
mouth.
and it is what it is.
I said that the Saints, if they
I'm
don't
bringing.
win,
I'm
if
telling
they
you.
if they don't win this football game and show up tonight, we don't need to be trying to push the
Well,
playoffs.
you can't. You ain't going. Look. Ain't no coach. Yeah, look. Let me tell you something. Ain't no coach going to listen to you. What we don't need to do. They're not going.
Okay,
Ain't no logical coach going to say quit the season when
all right.
we got a bad division. When a division that's winnable is still in hand. I understand what you're saying, son. I understand. We should win this football game. I am there with you 100%. There's no way in the world we should control our own destiny. We should win this football game. I am not trying to critique your knowledge of the game. I'm telling you that as a coach, I still would have an opportunity to go 9-8 and still get in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Look, and I said this before in other podcasts. I said this, you mentioned before that this is the game of the season. This is not the
Oh
game
yeah,
of the season. I said that the game of the season is the last game of the season against
right.
Atlanta
You said
again.
Atlanta. You said
Okay,
Atlanta. But
so
then, so you
just
now,
be
now
so what I'm saying
okay.
is
Now you saying what I said. Then was
so
we
what
good?
I'm saying is so what I'm saying is even if we lose this football game, just because I believe that we don't belong there, don't mean we still won't make it.
Right, right,
I'm
right,
just
right. I
saying.
understand what you're saying,
I'm just saying from
anything
us.
happens when you get in. EJ, football is crazy. You played the game of football. You played college ball. You played high school. You know, of all people, if you get in, it's still a possibility that you can upset somebody. You can get in and do some and mess up somebody's. You can get up there because you're gonna have home field. If you're gonna get the first home field game would be yours because you're the NFC South. Okay, so you're going to play somebody who's going to come into your house, and it's a possibility you can knock that person off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you that it's not over with, even if we lose this football game.
Look, like I said, going into this football game, I couldn't wait to go ahead and the Saints to play this football game because, like I said, this is a good measuring stick game
Yes, it
against
is.
the rest of the teams in the NFC playoffs. So I'm like I said, I want to see the Saints show up, man. I want to see the Saints throw everything that they have out there this season. Yes, they've had a not so good season. This is not the season that we expected as Saints fans, but they have a chance to rectify it,
Just to have a
rectify
chance,
everything.
y'all.
They have a chance to go ahead and change everything tonight. If they show up tonight, they can do it. But if they don't show up, it could be a bad football
EJ,
game.
this is why you need to show your face because the brother in the comment actually is that EJ talking. That you are the host of this podcast. I keep telling you to want to see your face, brother.
Look,
It
I
makes it
just
look like I'm the host when I'm showing my
let me
face.
tell fans something. Let me tell fans about my dedication and everything to this doggone page. Okay, let me tell y'all. If I don't show my face, more than likely I'm doing something in the background. Okay, I'm riding in the doggone car. I just got off of work. Okay, so look, y'all can hold out for a minute to see my face. Okay, I'm
But
right here. I'm
anyway,
talking. Y'all know
we'll
my
keep
voice.
we'll keep it going. We'll
Y'all
keep
know
it going.
EJ 504's voice. All right. So I look, it all going. I'm here tonight.
Peregrine said,
I'm in
"I'm
the
enjoying
podcast.
y'all energy." He said, "I am enjoying y'all energy. We enjoying you too,
Well,
brother."
Pierre, that's what we do. That's what we do every game. Whether it's a Pelicans or a
and, and,
Saints game, we're gonna bring
and
the damn energy.
I'm happy. I'm happy we done brought out the color rush. I'm glad he said that. We're 9-5. The Saints are 9-5 with the color rush. They are 9-5. So I'm so happy that they did bring out the color rush and they didn't bring out the black helmets. We are 0-3 with the black helmets. I know people that say, well, I'm a little superstitious with it. Okay. The black helmets was the heydays of us losing. Okay. So I'm glad that we bringing out the 9-5 record with the color rush scheme. So what do you think about that, EJ?
Well, look, every time that we have changed up the uniform, besides wearing that good throwback uniform that we had. I mean, we have not showed up in our good uniforms. So we need to go
Shout
ahead
out
and
to Travis. I see
do something
Travis in.
about that.
Travis got a whole different name in the chat. He didn't put his name Deuce.
Oh my goodness, man! Look, Jess. I'm right here, man. I'm in my car, man. Look, that y'all can never question my dedication to this podcast, man. I be running around.
I had to pull over on the side of the road. I'm an 18-wheeler driver. I had to pull on the side of the road because I didn't want to be too late. So trust me, we both are driving. We both on the road. We both he's just coming from his job. I'm on my job. So it is what it is. So we're trying to do this in a manner because it's very hard for us to do this on a Thursday night. It's very hard.
Oh
Thursday
yeah, oh
night,
yeah,
these games like this, it's very hard, y'all.
oh yeah. Look, y'all.
Remember, if you
I wanted to
y'all can get the
also.
free trial of Pride, EJ. Tell them you can get the free trial to Prime if you want to watch the Saints game tonight.
Oh yeah.
Go to I just did mine. So I'm getting that free
There's
trial.
two options you can watch this football game. We always like to throw this out here, for fans that don't know how to go ahead and get them watch the game. Of course, we know this is Thursday night football, so all Thursday night games are Amazon Prime. So if you don't have an Amazon Prime subscription, go subscribe right now so you can watch the doggone game.
You can go for
But
free trial. Free
but
trial.
if you're shaking your coins this month, it's holiday time and you can't really pay for that subscription.
No,
Then,
EJ, you don't have to pay the script. You can do free trial like I just did a few seconds ago.
well, you can do that. That's only for first time users though.
Right.
Of free trial. But if you can't do that, we always like to and let me go ahead and see that name of that real quick because I always forget about it. Dofu Sports. Dofu
Dofu
Sports.
Sports is for free, y'all.
It's a free app that you can go ahead and tune into and download to your
And
app.
on Facebook. It's on Facebook, Perry Grant said.
You can
I
go
know.
ahead and yeah, you can also we have Facebook groups that stream the games for you and everything. But Dofu Sports is a free app that you can go ahead and watch the game all on as well, y'all. Let me tell y'all this too. I know we kind of missed y'all last week. We was at the game and everything, like my dad mentioned and everything. Um, but we wanted to let y'all know we did not forget about y'all. I don't know if y'all heard in the past couple of lives before the game happened, but I told y'all that I wasn't gonna guarantee us being on here because we were gonna be in the dome, and if we were gonna stream it from there, it was gonna be a little too loud. We were drinking and everything on there, so it wasn't gonna work out that way and everything. But we're back. We're gonna finish the season strong. We're back on the stream and everything. So as always, we gonna show up for y'all. As always, like y'all show up for us. Um, Keandra, is that a
What is
link
that you
that
see?
you
Yeah.
said that works as well? Okay. Keandra dropped the app. Let me do this too.
We
What
just
I
lost her.
but Keandra dropped something
That's what I was telling
in the
EJ.
comments.
EJ, you could go on. I did free trial and they just let me do it for
So
free
this is
on free
this is
trial.
what this is what Keandra dropped too. You can watch, stream football games, any sports games on that as well. That's the link for it. I don't know what's the specific name of it, but that's what Keandra has that she dropped in the app for you guys. So we always got little stuff and little loopholes for y'all. If y'all ever, shaking coins or anything like that, we got y'all, man. We got y'all. You're gonna make sure y'all watch some Saints football, man.
Now, EJ, I went back on Prime and it's still using me on free trial. I'm just letting you know that.
All
I
right.
did for so it still let me do free trial.
Well, that's
So
that's
you can
probably because you didn't. I
I
don't know.
didn't finish it. I did. I
Yeah,
just
you
did
did.
that one game and I ran out.
Yeah, you didn't finish your full subscription.
I did that one game and ran out.
Okay.
like I'm a like I'm gonna do this one. Look, I was gone. I was gone. I looked at it and I was gone. You know
but
what I'm saying? Aren't y'all pumped? Y'all gotta be pumped, man. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all been miserable the last couple of weeks before this week, and we just been Debbie Downing, all of the booing. It felt so great, EJ, to be in the dome and to see the fans support their team and not boo. And it was so the
well,
Saints gave
I
them
mean,
something.
we gotta
They
we
gave
gotta
them
talk
something to
about.
cheer about.
We have to talk about that. Derek Carr had a great game, and we gotta acknowledge that. But can he bring consistency? Can he do it again tonight? Like that's the little things. Like we saw the defensive line in the Giants game get a bunch of sacks that we haven't seen all season long. Can they show up for another
Could
game
they show
tonight? You
and
know,
could Dennis Allen stay aggressive? Keep sending blitzes. Keep showing
right?
Zach Bond.
Can
Keep
the
bringing up.
offensive line? Can the
Yes,
offensive line block today? Like they showed up in the Giants game.
yeah.
I want to see the offensive line block today. Stuff like that. The successes that we had against the Giants. I want to see consistency. I posted something in the Facebook group, and I said the consistency is the word of the season for the New Orleans Saints and the New Orleans Pelicans. The Saints can show, and the Pelicans can show great flashes of greatness, and then they can turn around and show bad things. We need to see these teams have consistency, especially for the Saints right now more than ever. They got
No,
three
wait.
games left.
What did I
Three
tell
games
you?
left.
We're gonna jump to the Pels for a couple of seconds. I just want to let you know. I told you this in the pregame. If we go back to the show, you guys go check out our pregame of the Pelicans. I told you that it's something going on with this team. They don't know how to finish, and it starts with coaching. I know y'all hate when I be critical of Willie Green, but when you up on a team like they were up on the Grizzlies, it goes back to coaching. And the lackadaisical I have seen. This is about the fifth game of the season that we have lost games after leading by 20. That
Yeah.
is unacceptable for the New Orleans Pelicans. We were
Yeah.
up. I mean, that is coaching. And I understand we have a like for Willie Green, but Willie Green is on the hot seat after this year. I'm telling you,
Well,
because we can. That's
I
just my
know
opinion.
everyone wants to go after Willie Green, but I say that's the whole team, man.
But
He's
it
the coach.
starts with your coach. It
He's the
starts with
coach.
your coach.
He's the coach, yes. But at the same time, he doesn't play for the players. The
Everybody,
players,
but EJ,
Zion
everybody
Williamson,
is still living off of that.
Zion Williamson, and I know we're gonna make excuses about he was sick and everything and played and everything, but he did not
He ain't
show
playing
up.
today.
He
He's not
he did
playing today.
right. So that's what I'm saying. He did not show up. You might as well not suited up, Zion Williamson.
I disagree with you. If the
Like
man's sick, he's sick.
if you were sick and everything, don't and you knew you wasn't gonna play up to par, don't suit up.
But EJ,
Don't do that.
he's not the reason we lost the basketball game. He's not the reason.
Look,
You were up
let me tell you
20.
something. Let
You
me tell you
were up
something.
20.
That was number one
20.
versus number two.
No.
John Morant versus
They had
Zion
no
Williamson.
business coming back. No, you're giving
Oh my
excuses
goodness.
and you're blaming Zion Williamson. That is
He
ridiculous.
deserves it. He's the
No,
star of my
for
basketball
what?
team. He deserves it. He deserves it.
No,
We gotta stop
Willie Green, it
babyfying
all
this man.
starts with the head coach.
Stop babyfying him. First of all,
Blaming the coach.
there's a reason why.
Blaming the coach.
There's a reason why fans and Stephen A. Smith and all them are talking about that the Pelicans made a mistake picking Zion over John Morant. John Morant just come off a 25-game suspension and he scores 34 points. Come on now, Zion, that's unacceptable. Come on now, you can't do that. You gotta show up in the game.
Peregrine, you bringing up Derek Carr and Breeze playing hurt. This is sick. Sickness and hurt is totally different things. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Also, too, y'all, I don't even know if y'all know that, but the Pels are playing tonight against the Cavs on the road.
Yes, they're playing. That's the reason why we're talking it.
Make sure that y'all tune. Not tune in because y'all probably not even gonna watch them. But y'all keep up with them. Keep up with the scores in their game as well. They need to bounce back badly because every time they get on national TV, they find a way to mess it up. So I need them to go ahead and figure things out in Pelican land as well. They need to find consistency.
They play at 7:30. The Pelicans play at 7:30, and the Saints play at 7:30. It's ridiculous. I hate that they put them both on at the same time.
Oh yeah. But let me get into this game about the Saints real quick. I wanted to talk about who's the key actives and inactives for this game. Chris Olave is active tonight. Inactives, Kendre Miller will not be playing. Jake Haener will not be playing. Isaiah Foskey will not be playing. Monty Rice, I don't even know who that is, will not be playing.
Monty Rice is a running back.
Ryan Ramczyk will not be playing, which is huge. Cam Dantzler will not be playing, and Lonnie Johnson will not be playing.
Okay.
So there's a couple of key players.
That's the normal. That's the normal. That's the normal people.
Except
for Ryan Ramczyk.
Yeah. So a couple. We're missing a couple of guys out there, but there's still no excuses. I don't even think
Ramczyk got hurt yet last week, and Landry Young finished the game. Landry Young had he didn't miss a beat last week. Landry Young didn't miss a beat. I was shocked.
Well, Landon Young is gonna have to step up today because Aaron Donald is on the clock. He's on the other side of
Yeah, but
him.
he's not
So
a tackle. He's not a tackle.
hey,
He's
sometimes
not a tackle. He's a D end.
I know,
I
but
mean, defensive tackle. I mean, he's
I know.
domestic
Sometimes
tackle.
them defensive tackles come on out. I'm just saying, like Eric McCoy needs to get ready for this man.
Mike
Like
got
I
another. Mike got another week or so. He'll be back. From what I'm hearing about Michael Thomas.
I don't know about that. From what I heard from Nick Underhill said that the Michael Thomas and Marshawn Lattimore aren't close right now.
It
So
might be the Atlanta game by the time we
it
see them.
it might be all the way to the last game of the season we see Michael Thomas and Marshawn Lattimore
And
again.
I don't think we need to rush Marshall Lattimore. The way I see number 27 been playing Yadam, EJ. I don't the way Yadam is playing, give Marshall his rest. I think we build depth that way. I don't think we need to rush Lattimore back. If we make a run, we need Lattimore back for the tail end of the season. So I'm liking Yadam. What you think about Yadam? Yadam is
Well,
playing damn good.
every time he plays, he steps up and he makes a play. He's and now and not just Jidam, but Adebo needs to step up today
Yeah,
because
Parson
it's
got to
not
step. He's the man. He's the man now.
it's not just Cooper Cup out there. It's Puka Nakua. That kid Puka
Puka,
Nakua
Puka.
has been playing very well for the Rams this season. So I need both Yidam and I both need a Debo to handle their businesses on the outside today because Stafford will give them the ball. They're going in their hands. And also that kid that at running back, Kyron Williams, who came off the injured reserve for the Rams. He's going to be another guy at running back that the Saints are going to have to watch out for. DeMario was all in the Giants' backfield in the Giants game. I want to see DeMario Davis do the same things. Get in that doggone backfield, man. I love the game. I love watching him have a great game against the Giants, but I want to see it again tonight. I need to see it from DeMario. Okay, I'm challenging him. I really want to see.
I want to see this defense show up against the Rams like they on a road, like they did at home against the Giants. That I want to see that same intensity. That's what I want to see. I want to see somebody said, you know what, we're gonna oppose our will, and I want to see Tyrann Matthews make a big interception today Stafford. Matthew Stafford. I think this is one of them games where we're going to see Tyrann Matthews make that big interception. I'm looking for that kind of game for Tyrann today.
Oh yeah, like I said, the secondary is gonna have to step up today big time. Like I said, those receivers that the Rams have are good, man. So we got to take away the passing game. Do not sleep on the run game as well. And then offensively, we have to take. I agree to you that to this point that the Rams aren't as the same Rams defensively that we
That's why
seen before.
yes,
But
yes.
I'm gonna say this again: that the Saints have against teams that they're supposed to dominate have struggled. So they need to go ahead against the teams that they need to go ahead and beat and have success against. They have to take advantage of it. There's
Well,
no excuses for this offense.
everybody's picking against the Saints. Everybody see. I think we as fans we keep looking to Aaron Donald as Aaron Donald is not the team of the Rams. It's a team game, and Aaron Donald is not playing at the level as Aaron Donald has played in the past. He's doing good, but he's not outstanding like he has been in the past. So we need to stop with this stuff. I think that the Saints, what they got to do, they got to run the football to go at Aaron Donald. You got to use Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara has played outstanding in the past against the Rams. Last year,
Yeah,
our victory against the Rams, Alvin Kamara had a phenomenal game, and using the screen game against a pass rusher like Aaron Donald is going to be a key because
yeah.
we can use that screen game that's going to help us get away. And it's going to be up to Derek Carr to get the ball out of his hands. Don't hold the damn football.
Yeah,
Don't hold
he
the
has to
damn
get it out
football.
of his hands, man. He
I'll throw
can't
it
be.
away. Throw it away.
Like I said, it's going to come down to two things on the offensive end, more than anything. Like Derek Carr needs to not be sitting there getting his dog going, but standing still in the pocket and holding the ball too long. And the offensive line needs to hold up, just like they did in the Giants game. Both of these two things need to come together in order for the Saints to have success. Okay. Um. Also, Saints fans, I'm be honest with you. Jimmy Graham needs to get the damn football in the red zone. Okay? Every time we get in the damn red zone, whether we try it one time or we do it twice, we need to give Jimmy Graham a chance in the end zone. Okay? Because I'm just telling you, every time that we've used him in the inner end zone, in the red zone, he's gotten touchdowns. Okay? Finally, Dennis Allen has finally realized that Jimmy Graham can actually be used and needs to be active this season. So now that he's active, use him with every time that we get in this red zone. I want to see.
Not just Jimmy Graham. I want to see Jawan Johnson get in that red zone like I see that three tight end set that they ran against the Giants. Having all three tight ends out there was very effective. It's something that Derek Carr has always done well. Is use the tight end. The Saints have to keep pressing against these defenses, using them three tight ends. They are seeming to be the best receivers right now on this football team. It's the three tight ends. And getting Chris Olave back, this is big for the Saints because I didn't think he was going to play today. So what do you think about that?
Well, look, now we've had a problem all season long playing all three tight ends. So yeah, of course we want to go ahead and get them involved. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, Stick with what works. Okay, so whoever's hot, give it to them. Okay,
Give
don't
him the
sit
ball.
there and play around with it and just have all three of them out there, and then all three of them are messing up. Okay,
Well,
so
I'm going back.
whoever's hot,
You just said stick with what's worked. I'm going on what happened last week, and it worked last week. So if you want to stick with what worked, we're going to go from the game that they were hot. So
okay,
use them three tight ends.
okay, all right.
You got to
Well,
remember your quarterback for the first time this year since Drew Brees threw the ball to 10 different receivers. 10 different receivers caught the ball. That is a plus. If we can
yeah,
spread the football around and not just focus on Chris Olave, get the ball into people's hands,
I
that's
actually
winning football.
I actually like guys like Keith Kirkwood was able to get playing time. It seems like, and for the longest time, I shout out to you, Keith Kirkwood. I didn't know your purpose to this roster. I've always felt like that you didn't belong on the roster and that you were just a body. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Keith
He
Kirkwood,
can block, man. He can
he
block real
matters.
good.
He matters to this offense. He
To
blocks
this offense.
well and he catches touchdowns, man. Like every
He's going to
time.
catch that ball.
Yeah, he catches touchdowns. So I want to see Keith Kirkwood tonight. Give him the ball as well. Rashid Shaheed, I know that was his first game back in the Giants game, but let's go to him deep.
A.T.
Okay,
Perry.
let's open it up. A.T. Perry get involved as well. Chris Olave needs to be fed, man. He needs to be fed. I know he's coming off the ankle injury, but feed him the damn ball. He's the number one receiver. He's your guy. Give him the damn football, man. Don't make this complicated, Pete Carmichael. Stick to what you know, man, best. And you know Chris Olave is your dog. So give him the damn football, man,
Give him the
and
damn
get out of
ball.
the damn
And
way.
get him the ball and give AK the ball. Get
Yeah.
AK the ball. Get AK the ball. You don't win no football games without AK. AK got to get the ball. Rather we throw the ball to him, rather we do screen ball passes to him, rather we run the football. We gotta run effectively. And I want to see Jamal Williams get the ball a little bit more. Let's do a little. And let me tell you something. Taysom Hill, give him a little here, a little love. But I want to see the Saints got to get that ball around, spread the football around. We could beat this Ram team. I really believe that everybody's picking against the Saints. I really believe this is a game that we can win. This is statement night. We got to make a statement night. This is statement night for me.
Oh yeah.
This is your last chance, Dennis Allen. This is your last chance to make a statement and have everybody at least say, you know what?
Let me tell y'all something, Saints fans. If y'all don't know this and y'all ain't paying attention to this, the Saints have to get themselves in the playoffs. All they need is really 2 wins. Okay, you win 2 times, your 2 games, and you basically got yourselves a playoff spot.
You're a wild
Okay,
card.
you got a wild card spot. Okay, now obviously if you win all 3, you got yourself an NFC South, playoff spot. Okay, but if you just win 2 games, okay? And starting with this one, you want to start and win this one. Don't forget about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Forget about the Atlanta Falcons game right now. Win this game, and you're in a prime position to get into the damn playoffs, man. That's all you want right there. If we can handle our business and go into the Rams' house and beat them, and look, they posted that little video about the NFC Championship game in 2018. You know what? Rub it in their damn faces. Get in their damn house and make them sick to their stomach the way they made us sick to our stomach. Go get them. Go get them,
Oh,
Saints.
and we can't let the referees beat us. You do not help the referees beat us. Don't hold, don't beat going off sides. We need mistake free football in order to beat this team. You got
Yo,
to be mistake free. I don't want to hear that. And let me tell you something, kicker. Come on now, groupie, groupie,
yo, Groupie, you
groupie,
got to hit tonight.
groupie.
You gotta
You
hit
got
all
to make
your
the kicks tonight.
you gotta hit all your field goals, man.
Make the kicks tonight,
I'm
groupie.
telling you, if he missed any field goals, he got to be cut. He got to be left on a bus. He got to be left in L.A. Because I'm just telling you right now, we can't stand for it. Just to answer your question, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, will be playing tonight. Y'all as well. I don't know if you see thought he wasn't gonna play or anything, but he is coming out tonight, y'all. Oh, good to see you in the chat. And Keandra, while you was on here, I'm so sorry, but it was so good to see you on here, girl. I know it's been a while since we seen you on the chat, girl. But
I already
oh,
let her know.
oh, tell me
What's
what
up,
you want to
fellas?
see tonight from these Saints, man.
Yeah,
Total
y'all two
dominance.
take over. I'm about to start driving, so y'all two take over.
Total dominance, man. I want to see the Saints dominate this game. I want to see the Saints come out on offense and defense and just play lights out, play football, win the game, get a statement win, and go on and take the division. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't expect nothing less from the Saints, man. I do expect the Saints to bring everything. I don't expect the Saints to lay down. I actually was very encouraged by what I saw in the dome against the Giants, y'all. I was really glad that we came in there after all the conversations. Yeah, Marcus Spears talking about the quarterback and how he's gonna go ahead and beat us and score more points in
Mm-hmm.
our offense. I'm glad the Saints took it personal and they came back at him, came back at
How,
DeVito. Okay, and
however,
there was making hand motions and making fun of DeVito and
mm-hmm.
everything. I'm glad they took it personal. Take it personal again tonight. Take it personal against these Rams.
I
Show
completely
the
agree with
world
that.
that you belong in the playoffs. Show the
I
world
completely
because
agree
you're
with
on
that.
national TV tonight, man.
I
Show the
completely
world.
agree with that. I
Yes.
completely agree with that, and I don't expect the Rams to lay down either, because we have a recent history of bad blood with them.
Oh yeah.
So
It's a
we need to
rivalry.
come into their house. We need to come into their house because we owe them one. We owe them two actually. We owe them two. So we need to come into their house and knock them out. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know what
Like
I'm
hey,
talking
like
about, right? You know what I'm
yes.
talking about. Those two games that they came into our place and whooped on us, and the refs helped them
Right.
twice.
Hey, look, I just mentioned it on 2018. The NFL went on Twitter and posted that video and everything. That's a shot at us, man.
Hmm.
They don't give a damn. They don't give
That's
a
what I'm
damn
saying.
about the Saints that we lost that game and that they made a mistake. Look, man, we
No, I don't.
gotta
No, they
embarrass
don't
them,
care.
man. We
They
gotta
don't care about
embarrass
that.
them.
We got to embarrass them. We can't let them hang
Yes.
around. I want to see us put our foot on them and just keep going. And I don't. I know your dad mentioned this earlier. Ever mentioned this earlier, but I don't like them putting the Pelicans on at the same time with the Saints. I don't like that. You
Yeah,
got the local market that
I don't
watch
like
both
it
teams.
either. Yeah,
They know we
I
watch
love
both teams. Why would you have them scheduled at the same time?
right. I love to
No
go
other
ahead.
market would tolerate that but
Right,
us.
right. I would love to support my teams at different times so they can have my
Yeah, I
full
got to watch the
attention.
Saints.
Yeah, but you're not right now. With playoffs at stake right now,
Right,
the Pelicans have a whole season left to go.
right.
But the Saints right now is the priority. Like and
I got
don't
to
get me
watch the
wrong.
Saints right now.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep up with the Pels because I need them
Right.
damn Pels to go ahead and get things right, man, and find
Yeah,
consistency within themselves, man.
yeah.
I was totally disappointed after what I saw against John Morant and John Morant that sat 25 games.
All
Okay.
they had to do was trap Ja Morant up top. All they had to do was trap him, get the ball out of his hand, make somebody else beat you. That's all they had to
Right.
do. Deny
Right,
him the ball. Deny
right,
him the ball. That's all they had to do.
right. But
But they didn't do that
that's a
for the
conversation
Pelicans.
for another day. We gonna get into the Pels, man. There's pressure on Willie Green, the staff, the front office.
Mm,
I'm really up to here with the Pelicans because I expect us to be a top five playoff team in
right,
basketball in this Western
right,
Conference. They need to
right,
prove it to me, man. That they do.
right.
But these
And
Saints,
speaking on that, so does the Saints. They need to prove it to me too. They need to prove it to me tonight. That's what
yeah,
they need to do. They need look. Like I said, we got bad blood with the Rams as of late. We need to come out and win this game. We need to come out and play. Excuse me. We need to play hard. We need to rattle Matthew Stafford. We need to limit Cooper Cup because he's gonna do what he do. We need to make
right.
sure we neutralize Aaron Donald and give Derek Carr some time. Because they're not
Right.
going to be at home. So he should be used to some of those boos because he's not going to be at home. But I think, excuse me, I think Derek Carr has played the Rams a few times, so he kind of know them a little bit too, even
Oh
though
yeah, oh
they're in
yeah.
different conferences.
He's
Uh,
familiar with the Rams, which is good. And you know what? Like I said, I was mentioning this earlier. I was glad that Derek Carr had him a good game
Me too.
against these Giants. This is a confidence builder for him. You know,
Absolutely.
you don't come into this game after having booze on your back or anything like that. I think the Saints fans actually got behind him and was actually proud of him for having a damn good game. Now we're expecting consistency. We want to see
Hmm.
more of it.
More.
The things that we were getting hyped about in the beginning of the season. That's what we want to see from Derek Carr tonight. And like I said, we need to have this offensive line protect him, and he does not need to hold this ball long. Okay,
Hmm.
he needs to
Please
get
get
the
rid of the
ball out
ball.
of his hands and get it to a lot of these receivers, man. That's gonna get open, man.
I don't care
But
if he throws it away. Just don't turn it over.
right,
Just don't turn it over. Throw the ball away,
right,
Derek. If it ain't there, it ain't there. I ain't
right,
blaming you. Throw it away.
right.
Forget the
That,
numbers. Let's just win the game. I don't care about his numbers. I just want to win the game.
Right. Dad
You know?
said that he's in the background in the comments. He having some technical difficulties, but he also put in the comments that he has the Saints winning 35-32 over the Rams. We about to have prediction time in about 3 more minutes, but I just wanted to mention that to y'all. If y'all don't see every 504 come back in the rest of the time that we have on this chat, that he's having technical difficulties. Like I said, he's a truck driver. Y'all, we just coming off our jobs and everything like that. So we out here dedicated.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
Thursday night, I know a lot of y'all was working as well. So hey man, we getting it in, baby dog. We still gonna be up in here and getting ready for some Saints football, man. But
EJ, I
going,
wanted to say one thing.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. One thing, EJ.
Hmm.
I did notice something I talked about this in our podcast previously, but I noticed something on the sideline after the game, during the game. The players were rallying around him. And when I say him, I mean Derek Carr. They were
Yes,
communicating, they were smiling, high fiving.
yes,
I like to see that. And I
yes.
commented about this because I mentioned this before in our previous weeks how it wasn't there. I didn't see that. Now I'm seeing that. Now
Yeah,
I'm seeing camaraderie. Now I'm seeing chemistry. Now I'm seeing positive chemistry. They're smiling at each other. This is good.
right. I'm
This is
so
good for
glad
the
you
team.
Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that. That's a great point. Being there in the actual game, this actually proves to the point that we were kind of making early in the season. I know a lot of us want to proclaim us as Derek Carr lovers and everything like that. Look, we just want to go ahead and see Derek Carr have success and everything. That's QB
Right.
one. We want to see the Saints win. And
Right.
I believe this team believes in Derek Carr when Derek Carr when he's on, he's on. He shows flashes of great things.
Right.
It's all about the team coming together. Football
Hmm.
is a team damn sport, man. Y'all
It
don't
really is a
realize
team
this, man.
sport. It really is.
It's it's
All
it's
places got to be working.
Yes, and I know we talk about basketball and everything. Basketball can be a team sport as well, but not as much as football. We need In
Right.
football, you need everything on every level to work out for everything to work.
And
So
when you think
go ahead.
about that, that is so difficult, EJ. When you think about it, from every position, right in the middle of a play, every position has to be working at top level for everything to go successfully. One player being off can ruin the whole entire play or ruin the game.
Yes.
That's crazy to me. You
Yes.
know,
And
whether it's the
and that's
quarterback,
why
left tackle, left guard, right guard, whoever, one player
right.
can ruin the whole entire system.
And that's why I always wanted to, tell Saints fans and mention, hey, it's not just one person. I know we're hard on the QB1. We're always hard on our starting quarterbacks, but it's not
Right.
always your starting quarterback. It's a
No.
multitude
Mm-mm.
of things. It's everybody.
Right. It's everybody.
Don't always just point that finger on your leader, man. Point it on some other people as well. Sometimes your leader needs help. He needs help in these
Mm-hmm.
games. So I'm so glad that you brought that point. That is a great point, Saints fans. Whether we win this game or not, think about it in that point, and just going forward, that it was really great to see in that Giants game that the team looked like they were there for one another. That they looked like that they wanted, they wanted success for one another. They didn't look like they were just trying to get a win. They looked like they were there for one another. And I think that was great to see.
You there, EJ? Oh, I think we lost EJ.
I'm in here. I'm in here. I'm in here. My
Okay.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Oh, nah, I thought I lost you. I was about to
Yeah,
take over a
yeah,
little bit till you came back.
but
Because I was going to shout out one player before we go.
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
got
Go
to
ahead.
give him
You good?
props. Yadam. I got to give this young man, his props. This young man been playing ball. He been holding down his own since Lattimore been out. We got to
Yes.
give that guy his respect, man, because he's been doing the thing on that side on defense.
Yes, sir.
Replacing Lattimore. Nobody even knew who he was. Nobody don't
Yes.
know his name, but he been holding it down. Ain't
Say that.
nobody
Oh,
been scoring on him like that. He been holding it down over there. So we got to give him
yes.
his respect. So shout
Yes.
out to Yadam, man.
Now
Yadam,
look.
however you said that.
Now look. We was just talking about Isaac Yadam, but
Isaac Yadam.
I'm gonna say this too. Within the same breath of of really congratulating him and uplifting him, I do say the pressure is on tonight because he's gonna play some receivers, some top receivers.
Ooh, yes
So
indeed.
we
Yeah.
we need him on his game tonight,
We
man.
need him. Yeah.
Not just him. Like I said, Adebo. I know Adebo. Wants to be voted in this Pro Bowl this year and everything. But let me tell y'all something. If you want to be in the Pro Bowl, Adebo, and you want to be the guy that's next to Lattimore and wants to be the top guy, look, you got to prove it tonight because you're guarding Cooper Cup, one of the top wide receivers in the league, man. So you got
Mm-hmm.
to be on your game today, man. They
And
coming at
Taylor,
you. They coming at you. So
and Lante Taylor, you need to watch out for Robinson, man. He scored
yes,
twice last week. You better be
yes.
holding yours down tonight, man.
Yes, Alante had a really great game last week, but this is different territory. I need consistency out of Alante Taylor tonight. Yeah, that's another great person to go ahead and mention. But y'all, it's getting close time. It's prediction time, baby. So since it's me and Unc on here, as always, y'all, you go ahead and we ask for two things from y'all. We ask for the MVP of the game, and we ask from that final score. So oh, I got two questions for you. I got who's that MVP and what's that final score of this football game? Do we still have you? Oh, I think we lost. I think we lost Uncle Henry in the background. Yeah, we sure did. Okay, well, if you got some, like I say, if you got some comments on your MVP and your final score, leave them in the comment section. My MVP and my final score for this game, y'all. MVP. I'm definitely going to Mario Davis, man. I loved what I seen from Demario Davis in the Giants game, y'all. I loved it. I want to see him show up again. Okay. He has to show up. Okay. Put some damn pressure on them scams and go put some damn pressure on Matthew Stafford and that run game and Kyron Williams. And I believe this is gonna be a nail biter, y'all. I'm going 28-24 New Orleans Saints on top of the Los Angeles Rams, y'all. You still in that background? Can I get your MVP and your final score?
I'm here. I said 20. I said in the group it was going to be 27-17, I think is what I said. But I might amend that and say 27-24. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I would like us to blow them out or get a double-digit lead on them, but I don't know if that's going to happen tonight with the
Okay.
Rams being at home.
Hmm.
And my MVP for this game, Saints defense.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
that's what I'm
sir.
going with. The
I
Saints
like
defense
that.
being the MVP.
I like that. Oh,
That's what I'm hoping for.
every 504 and posted in the comments. He said his MVP also because he left his final score. I'm gonna say it again. His final score was 35-32 over the Rams, and he also said his MVP of the game is Alvin Kamara.
I
He's
love it.
expecting a big game out of Alvin
I
Kamara
love it. I
tonight.
love it. I love it.
Hey, I'm hoping
I love
for
it.
y'all. Y'all, this is a game, man. This
We
is
got bad
Chase.
blood against the Rams. I'm telling you, like somebody said, the Lamb. We got bad blood against the Lambs right now.
Well, yes, this is a rivalry game. I look at it as a rivalry game ever since what
Yeah,
happened
Taysom
over the
Hill is
years
active. Yes, he's
in
active.
2018. Just like Onk said, Taysom Hill is active. He was active last week. He just was quiet. Didn't
Right.
have a big game. So expect to see Taysom Hill again. He was coming off an injury and everything. But Saints fans, it's about that time. It's about that time. Y'all go ahead and y'all get ready for this game. Y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and like and subscribe. And go ahead and follow us on Twitter. And y'all get ready for this game, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with a 1, 2, 3, and gonna enter who that. And y'all enjoy the game. We'll see y'all in the post game show. So 1, 2, 3, who
Who that?
that?
Go Saints.